This is very serious, and it doesn't look like the new government has any way of kind of stopping these ongoing massacres. The number continue to go up. I mean, the last figure I heard from activists on the ground, we're waiting for it to be confirmed, is nearing 2,000, because we're just finding out today about the massacres who were committed yesterday in villages that were very difficult to access. This is like spreading like a fire. And
well, you seem to have actually answered the next question I was going to ask there. I was going to ask you, is the government unwilling in Damascus to stop this or unable?
They are willing, but they're unable. The situation where from day one, beyond their control, they pretended that they control all the brigades. They invited for a big victory conference in Damascus a few weeks ago, saying all the brigades now been dissolved and everything under their control. In reality, it's not. Many of the brigades who are committing the massacres, they're not originally part of SGS. They're part of other groups. But now, according to the government, they are in charge. So they have to be able to control them, but they don't seem to be able to. Also, they called many civilians to join the fight. So there was a popular call for people from all backgrounds to join in. And just people felt free to go into all these villages and commit massacres.
And it does seem on the face of this that we are, and you hesitate even to say this, dragging back into the old sectarian ways, the score settling, as we mentioned earlier. Is that your take on this?
It is, sadly it is. I mean, the regime built its power based on the grievances of the minorities, and now they're paying the price of it. But look, I was in Syria not a long time ago, and I spoke to so many people from Alawite background, and I didn't see one loyalist anymore. No one is sorry that the regime is gone. No one. And we have to remember, if the Alawite...
Even in Latakia, even in Tartus...
I'll tell you something. If the loyalists, if the Alawites did not decide not to defend the regime would not have fallen. The reason Syria was taken over so quickly is that the Alawite decided, we're not going to fight for you. We have to remember this. But they've been completely excluded, thrown out of the army, out of everything else. The army was dissolved. All the mistakes committed in Iraq were committed again in Syria, dissolving the army, de-Ba'athization, excluding minority, no transitional justice, while building new security forces that are sectarian by design. So the minorities felt excluded, and now they're hitting back. The heads of these armed resistance could be ex-loyalists, could be criminal, but the base is a very frustrated community.